right. Lopez versus Nakatani. A lot of people came and rushed me and asked me about this fight that I still think Teofimo Lopez was ready for Lomachenko now. And I didn't watch the fight, so I didn't even know what they was talking about. And they was like, yeah, well, you know, he got exposed and stuff like that. And I'm like, what? He got exposed? So what, he lost it? Like, no, he ain't lose, but he had a bad showing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't look good. Trust me, he ain't ready for Loma, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I was out and about, so I jumped on, excuse me. So I jumped on my man, Brennan's channel from True School Sports. And, you know, he told me, he like, yo, Bruce, you know, he won, but, you know, it wasn't one of his best performances, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going down there, I'm scrolling, stuff like that, and everybody's saying, oh, man, this dude got exposed. He got this. He ain't ready for Loma. Keep Loma's name out of his mouth. He got lucky. He got this. He got that. I'm like, all right, damn. I like, damn, my man got showed out, huh? So I got up this morning, man, and I watched this fight, and I'm looking at this fight, and I'm like, what the hell is people talking about? How the hell you going to call this exposed? Teofimo Lopez did a good job. Even no, this was not his best performance. This was less than stellar performance. He still did a good job. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm going to put it like this. Not Takawi, not whatever his name is. My man is what, ranked number 3? He was undefeated. He had the height and the reach advantage on Teofimo Lopez. Okay? He had the height and the reach advantage. So before Teofimo Lopez can even implement his plan, he first has to get in the kitchen and get close to this guy. So he first has to overcome that man's reach before he can even implement any kind of plan that him and his father had. Okay? He showed me when faced with a dilemma, when faced with a challenge, when tested, that he can overcome it. And that's exactly what I want to see. And that's exactly what I want to see of other fighters that claim that they're so good. I want to see you tested. And he passed his test, even while not having a good performance. But you have to understand this. This is the difference between casuals who watch boxing and maybe people who watch boxing who know better, who just want to lead you astray. That was not being exposed. What you just watched is something called a competitive one-sided fight. No time during that fight was Teofimo Lopez dominated. Not one. On top of that, Teofimo Lopez had a better and the bigger and the harder and the cleaner shots. Period. He had the best counters, and he was catching and shooting all night. Slips, rolls, the whole nine. But some people can't either detect this, they can't see this, or they just hate, or they just don't know boxing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. But I'm going to show you all that stuff right here today, so you know what you're looking at when you're looking at it. And sometimes you should not listen to the commentary, because the commentary is often wrong. Turn that shit off sometimes and then watch the fight. You should be able to see it. But Teofimo Lopez, even though this was not his best performance, with a game opponent as not Takawi, as a game opponent as he did a good performance for somebody who had the height and the reach advantage and came there to win, and who had a chin and good punch resistance. Okay? So let's go into the film.
His attentions right now. You see the nose of Lopez.
Both men try distance close. It's a scary scene that we all witnessed earlier.
Nakatani's a live dog in there.
On the brow of the eye of the left hand down near the hip. And places a jab to the body, does Lopez. Tried to work behind it. Image that we apologize if that came.
Nice body shot. Nakatani came out the first 2 rounds.
Oh, good shot by Lopez.
Nakatani came out the first.
See if he brings the right hand with that. There it is.
That's the right hand right there.
Date with Richard Comey. Get that IBF belt. You'd like to take advantage of perhaps the full 60. You'd like to take advantage.
In the breather right now. Nice setup. In the breather right now. Good body shot. Beautiful counter right there. Ooh, nice. Conditioning will be tested tonight and hard.
Surgeon who is working on him. Or at least that's that tight. A far better test than anybody expected. As he gets a right hand there that sends Nakatani off balance, and it goes the distance.
Now, anybody's boxing knowledge that's even worth a damn would tell you that there is no exposure right there. There's nothing wrong with having a game opponent in front of you and your metal being tested. As you see, Teofimo Lopez was not short on any defense or offense. Okay, like I said, he had the better counters, he had the cleaner shots. He was catching and shooting. He was doing the whole nine. To overcome that man's height and that man's reach, to me, to see him have to deal with something like that and basically put his knockout persona on pause and have to sit there and figure it out, he passed the test to me. Although that was not his best performance, that was still a good performance as far as what you want to see in a fighter and developing. And check this, he's going to learn from that fight. That is an excellent learning fight from him. After that, that makes him more seasoned and more poised. He needs that. And it's just funny to me how people would say this is being exposed. You don't know boxing, or you are a hater, or you misjudged, or you were tired, or you got up and ate some Doritos and came back, checked your phone, then looked at it and say, oh, this guy's getting exposed. Either or, all can happen. But if anybody wants to challenge me, you can go ahead and break down a video. Let me see it. Let me see let me see what Nakatani did that was so devastating, where you say Teofimo Lopez got exposed. He landed all but maybe 3 or 4 hard, clean shots on Teofimo Lopez. I know all of them. So the video you'll put together will be nothing out of what I don't know already. And I'm telling you right now, you cannot put together a sequence like that you can for Teofimo Lopez that you can do for Nakatani. Because the footage is not there. It does not exist. Okay? And for everybody saying that Teofimo Lopez is exposed and he doesn't deserve a shot with Lomachenko, let me take a second to expose you guys. I think you guys are just scared. And I'm going to prove it to you. How can you say, first let me say this. Let's say this is what you call being exposed, okay? Let me just entertain that for a second. Okay, this is what you call being exposed. Okay. How can you say Lopez versus Nakatani, this is him being exposed? Then what do you say about Lomachenko versus Pedraza? Make that make sense to me. Okay? Lomachenko struggled with a guy that Tank Davis disposed of at a more devastating fashion. And he struggled with Pedraza. As a matter of fact, let's look at Lomachenko's face after the Pedraza fight. There it is. That's how much he struggled with Pedraza. Okay? So was that being exposed? That's what I want to know. This is Teofimo Lopez's face after his fight. This is Gervonta Davis' face after he fought Pedraza. And this is Lomachenko's face after he fought Pedraza. He had a hard time with Pedraza. He struggled with Pedraza. Now, did you try to take anything or any kind of credit away from the fact that Vasily Lomachenko struggled with a guy that Gervonta Tank Davis disposed of easier and earlier? No. But as you see, that is a direct contradiction. That's hypocritical. You can't say nothing like that. Okay? The fact that Lomachenko struggled with Pedraza and Pedraza touched his face up to where he looked like Rocky the Raccoon. And then you had Gervonta Davis, who you swear up and down is not on his level. Okay? Dispose of that guy in a better fashion and quicker and walk away with less scathes, bumps, and bruises on his face. But then turn around and say, this is Teofimo Lopez being exposed. And Teofimo Lopez had a game opponent. It was challenging, but he still had a good performance. Still. He still had the better performance. He still has the cleaner shots. He still landed the most shots. Still. So how could you say that is exposing and Vasily Lomachenko versus Pedraza is not. You can't. You can't. And I'm going to end it with this, okay? This is how I know you guys are scared of Teofimo Lopez fighting him. All right? Number one, you guys say that Teofimo Lopez does not deserve a shot with Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko says himself, I don't want to fight you. You need a belt. I'm on a mission. Okay? You need a belt. Notice, as I always say, notice he calls out Gervonta Davis, who does not also have a belt, and he wants to fight him. But he does not want to fight somebody that's in his same weight class who doesn't have a belt. Gervonta Davis and Vasily Lomachenko is not in the same weight class. He doesn't have a belt for him at 135. So what is he trying to unify? What is that unifying talk? Okay? That's slap number one. All right? Number two is this. You guys keep saying Teofimo Lopez don't deserve a shot and he's not ready. Listen closely, because I'm finna reveal the ultimate bullshit with you guys. All right? How can you say that when it's obvious that Gervonta Tank Davis is not ready? His team believes that he's not ready, and he does not want to fight Vasily Lomachenko. Yet, you guys still press the fact you want to see Gervonta Davis fight Vasily Lomachenko, a guy who his team himself, Floyd Mayweather and everybody else said is not ready, and they got time. You know what I'm saying? Who at times, Gervonta Davis himself said he's not ready. And you could tell by his action, he's scared and don't want to fight. You guys don't care about Gervonta Davis not being ready. You want him to go fight Vasily Lomachenko. And they're telling you he's not ready. Teofimo Lopez saying he is ready. And you guys saying he don't deserve a shot. Make that make sense to me. Please, make that make sense to me. It makes no sense. Okay? You got a guy that's not ready. Oh, I want him to fight Gervonta. I want him to fight Jay. I want him to fight. They're ducking. Team said, we don't want to fight. I want them to fight. He's not ready. I want them to fight. Teofimo Lopez, I'm ready right now. Let's fight. Oh, hold on. Pump your brakes. You don't deserve a shot. Blah, blah, blah. You got to earn it. Once again, he has to earn it. Tell me, what has Gervonta Tank Davis done to earn a shot with Vasily Lomachenko? I will wait. See, because you the same people to say, this dude don't fight nobody. He got a soft-ass resume. He fictitious. He with gay weather. He's not doing nothing. He's a clown, right? So how you going to say that at the same time, but you want this guy to go fight Vasily Lomachenko? How? What did he do to deserve it? He don't got no belt. What does he do to deserve it? How is this nobody, this PBC ducker, okay? How is this guy deserves a shot with Lomachenko, but Teofimo Lopez doesn't? Make that make sense. You can't. Because at the end of the day, you just hating or you scared. Okay? We blame Deontay Wilder for not wanting to fight the best. Then you turn around and you blame a guy for wanting to fight the best. That's what's wrong with boxing. Bruce Vane, I'm out.